on the 40th anniversary of the United Nations, welcoming you to celebrate with the NHK Orchestra and Yuzo Toyama, their conductor, and Jin Li, my young student from China, this great occasion. On October 24th, 1945, the founding of the United Nations, we were faced with rebuilding a world ravaged by war. But the ideals expressed in the Charter written 40 years ago remain true today. We, the people of the United Nations, determined to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, in the dignity and worth of the human person, to promote social progress and better standards of life in larger freedoms, and to practice tolerance and live together in peace with one another as good neighbors.
The Hymn to the United Nations by Pablo Casals. From the General Assembly Hall of the United Nations in New York City, we present the annual United Nations Day concert, the 40th anniversary salute in honor of the ratification of the Charter of the United Nations on October 24th, 1945. The NHK Symphony Orchestra of Japan is conducted by Yuzo Toyama with violinists Yehudi Menuhin and Jin Li. The program includes the concerto for two violins by Johann Sebastian Bach, the Japanese work entitled Eten Raku, and the Symphony No. 7 by Beethoven. This is Peter Allen at the General Assembly Hall, and now we are about to hear a highly praised, highly attractive work by Johann Sebastian Bach, his concerto for two violins in D minor, BWV 1043. The world-renowned violinist Yehudi Menuhin will be soloist and conductor, and the other soloist is 16-year-old Chinese violinist Jin Li, with members of the NHK Symphony Orchestra of Japan. The concerto is in three movements: vivace, largo, and allegro. This work by Bach is the product of an especially happy period in his life, at least for much of the time. The period is his half-dozen years when he was in his 30s in the service of Prince Leopold of Anhalt-Köthen. The Köthen period, when Bach was in his 30s, lasted from 1717 to 1723. Now the applause is greeting Yehudi Menuhin and Jin Li. We're entering the General Assembly Hall of the United Nations to perform the Bach Concerto for two violins in D minor. Shaking hands with our concertmaster, Nasafumi Hodi, Yehudi Menuhin and Jin Li.